Welcome back to Speak Easy English with David. I am David, your English teacher, your guide, and your partner on this journey. I am so truly happy to sit down with you again today. Thank you for clicking on this video, and thank you for taking time to practice your English with me. Today, we are going to talk about a situation that happens to everyone, everywhere in the world. We are going to talk about meeting a stranger. In our lesson today, we are going to listen to a comforting story about a young woman named Elena. Elena moves to a big, busy city for a new job. She feels very lonely and isolated because she doesn't know anyone. One afternoon, while sitting in a quiet park, she meets an unexpected stranger. This simple meeting changes her perspective and helps her see that the world is a much friendlier place than she thought. As always, I am going to speak very slowly and very clearly. I will use very simple grammar and easy words so your mind can completely relax. You do not need to feel any stress. Just sit back, listen with a calm heart, and let the English words enter your mind peacefully. After the story, we will do our special repeat after me speaking practice. So, please, take a very deep breath in, let the air out slowly, and let's begin. It is a warm, beautiful Sunday afternoon. The sun is shining brightly, and a gentle breeze is blowing through the green leaves of the trees. In the middle of a large, busy city, there is a beautiful, quiet park. A young woman named Elena is sitting alone on a long wooden bench in the park. Elena is 23 years old. She has a gentle face, dark hair, and a quiet voice. Elena moved to this big city just 2 weeks ago. She moved here for a new job at a computer company. In her apartment, everything is still in boxes. In the office, everyone is busy and walks very fast. Elena does not have any friends in this city yet. Every evening, she eats dinner alone. Every weekend, she walks alone. Today, she feels very lonely. She looks at the families playing with colorful balls on the grass. She looks at couples holding hands and laughing. She feels like an outsider. She thinks this city is too big. People here are too busy. Nobody cares about a stranger. Elena has a small notebook on her lap. She is drawing a picture of a large oak tree to pass the time. Drawing makes her feel calm. Suddenly, Elena hears soft footsteps on the gravel path. The footsteps stop right in front of her bench. Elena looks up from her notebook. Standing there is an elderly woman. The woman has silver hair tied in a neat bun, kind wrinkles around her eyes, and she is carrying a small, light green watering can. She is wearing a bright yellow sweater that looks warm and cheerful. The woman smiles gently at Elena.
Hello there, excuse me, is anyone sitting here? My legs are a little bit tired today.
Elena blinks with surprise. She quickly moves her notebook and backpack to make space.
Oh, no, nobody is sitting here. Please sit down.
Thank you, my dear.
The woman says. She sits down slowly on the edge of the wooden bench. She puts her green watering can on the ground near her feet. She takes a deep breath of the fresh park air and sighs with happiness.
Ah, what a beautiful day to be outside.
Elena nods her head.
Yes, it is very nice.
Elena feels a little bit nervous. She wants to be polite, but she is afraid her English is too simple. She decides to look back down at her notebook and continue drawing her tree. The older woman sits quietly for a minute, watching the children play. Then, she looks over at Elena's notebook. Her eyes light up with genuine interest.
Oh, my goodness.
The woman whispers softly.
What a beautiful drawing. You are a very talented artist.
Elena's cheeks turn a little bit pink with embarrassment, but she feels a warm wave of happiness in her chest.
Thank you, it is just a small hobby. I love trees.
The woman agrees, nodding her head.
Trees are wonderful, they are strong, and they stay calm in the wind. By the way, my name is Margaret. I live in the small red brick house just across from the park gates.
Margaret reaches out her hand. Elena looks at her hand and smiles. She shakes Margaret's hand gently.
Nice to meet you, Margaret. My name is Elena.
Margaret says warmly.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Elena. Your accent is very beautiful. Where are you from?
Elena answers simply.
I am from Spain. I arrived in this city 2 weeks ago for a new job.
Margaret's face softens with deep understanding.
Ah, 2 weeks ago. That means everything is very new for you. Moving to a big city alone can feel very difficult and strange. Are you feeling okay?
When Margaret asks this kind question, Elena feels a small lump in her throat. She is surprised that a stranger can understand her feelings so quickly. Elena admits honestly.
It is a little bit hard. The city is very big. People walk very fast, and they look busy. I don't know anyone here. Sometimes I feel invisible.
Margaret listens with deep attention. She does not interrupt. She waits for Elena to finish speaking. Then, she smiles a wise, comforting smile. Margaret says softly, placing a kind hand near Elena's notebook.
My dear Elena, please do not be discouraged. This city looks big and cold on the outside. But inside, it is full of lonely people who are also looking for a friendly face.
Margaret points her finger toward the park gates.
Look at that small community garden near the entrance. Do you see the colorful flowers?
Elena looks. She sees patches of red roses, yellow tulips, and purple lavender.
Yes, I see them. They are beautiful.
I work in that garden every Tuesday and Thursday morning.
Margaret explains cheerfully.
A group of neighbors meets there to plant seeds, water the flowers, and talk. We are all different. Some people are young, some are old, some are from this city, and some are from different countries. But when we dig in the dirt together, we are not strangers anymore. We are a family.
Margaret looks into Elena's eyes.
Why don't you come join us this Tuesday morning? You don't need to know anything about gardening. You just need to bring your beautiful smile and your kind heart.
Elena feels a sudden surge of hope and excitement in her stomach. The lonely feeling that covered her morning begins to lift, like clouds moving away from the sun. Elena asks, her eyes wide.
Really? Can I come? My English is not perfect. Sometimes I make mistakes.
Margaret laughs a loud, happy laugh.
Oh, my dear. Nature does not care about perfect grammar. The flowers understand kindness, not verbs. And we would love to have you. We need someone who appreciates beautiful trees.
Elena lets out a joyful laugh.
Thank you, Margaret. I would absolutely love to come on Tuesday.
Margaret looks at her watch and stands up slowly from the bench. She picks up her green watering can.
Wonderful. It is a date then. I must go home now to make some tea. Thank you for the lovely conversation, Elena. You made my afternoon very special.
Thank you, Margaret.
Elena says with a deep, sincere smile.
You made my afternoon special, too.
Margaret waves goodbye and walks slowly down the gravel path, her yellow sweater shining like a small sun under the green trees. Elena sits on the bench for a few more minutes. She looks at her notebook, then she looks at the community garden in the distance. The park looks different now. The city doesn't feel so giant or scary anymore. It feels smaller, warmer, and full of possibilities. She realizes a beautiful truth about her life. A stranger is not an enemy. A stranger is just an opportunity for connection. If she had stayed in her room today, she would still be lonely. If she had refused to talk, she would still feel invisible. By opening her heart to a simple conversation, she found a door into the community. Elena packs her notebook into her backpack. She stands up and walks back to her apartment with a light, confident step. She knows that Tuesday morning will be the start of a beautiful new chapter, and she is no longer afraid of being alone in the big city. Now, my wonderful friend, it is time for our repeat after me speaking practice. This is the moment where we unlock your speaking confidence and make your pronunciation clear and beautiful. Speak out loud in your room. Let your voice ring out with strength. Remember, saying the sentences out loud trains your brain to speak English naturally without any anxiety. Let's practice together. Excuse me, is anyone sitting here? It is a beautiful day to sit in the park. Your drawing of the tree is wonderful. Nice to meet you. My name is Elena. I moved to this big city 2 weeks ago. A stranger is just a friend you don't know yet. Thank you for your kind conversation today. I want to join the community garden. Nature does not care about perfect grammar. Tomorrow I will smile at someone new. Now, my friend, I am going to tell a short part of Elena's story again. This time, I will speak at a natural, slightly conversational speed. Do not worry if you miss a few individual words. Just relax your ears, trust your brain, and focus on the natural rhythm and melody of the conversational English sentences. Elena was a 23-year-old woman who recently moved to a massive, busy city for a new job. Feeling deeply lonely and isolated, she went to a quiet park on a Sunday afternoon to draw a tree in her notebook. Suddenly, an elderly woman named Margaret wearing a bright yellow sweater asked to share her wooden bench. Margaret noticed Elena's beautiful drawing and started a warm conversation, discovering that Elena had just arrived from Spain and felt completely invisible in the big city. With a compassionate smile, Margaret invited Elena to join a local community gardening group that meets every Tuesday and Thursday morning. Elena accepted the invitation with pure joy, realizing that a simple conversation with a friendly stranger could shatter her loneliness and open a wonderful new door to community and friendship. You did an absolutely magnificent job today. I am so incredibly happy and deeply proud that you stayed, listened to the story, and practiced your pronunciation with me until the very end of this entire lesson. You are a truly wonderful and dedicated student. Thank you so much for spending this peaceful, relaxing, and motivating time with me, David, here on Speak Easy English with David. If Elena's story brought warmth to your heart and helped you feel more confident about speaking English today, please click that like button right now. Your likes are incredibly powerful because they tell the YouTube algorithm to find this slow, gentle lesson and share it with thousands of other wonderful students across the world who want to learn English calmly and without pressure. Remember to share this video with a friend, a classmate, or anyone you know who has recently moved to a new place or is studying a new language. Let this story give them courage. And if you want to keep expanding your vocabulary, improving your listening comprehension, and building your real-world speaking confidence with me every single week, please click that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. Keep practicing, stay calm, and always remember that a friendly smile is the universal language of the world. I will see you in our very next lesson. Bye-bye.